Most people over 60 believe joint pain is just part of aging. And because the pain comes and goes, many rely on quick fixes, especially painkillers. But here's the problem. When we depend on painkillers too often, the relief becomes shorter, while the inflammation underneath keeps getting worse. And in adults over 60, the cycle can become dangerous. Stiffness in the morning, swelling after walking, pain at night, then another pill, and another. But what if there was a simple daily drink, something natural, easy, and proven to support joint flexibility, that helps reduce inflammation before the pain becomes unbearable? Something you can take every day without worrying about damaging your stomach, kidneys, or sleep. Today, we're going to show you exactly how 3 natural daily drinks can help calm joint inflammation, improve mobility, and support healthier cartilage without depending on painkillers. We see this pattern all the time. Adults over 60 relying on painkillers because the pain is unpredictable. And honestly, we don't blame them. But most people experience meaningful improvement within weeks once we adjust just 1 or 2 simple daily habits, especially replacing painkillers with anti-inflammatory nutrition that works with the body, not against it. Joint pain after 60 usually comes from a mix of factors: chronic low-grade inflammation, cartilage wear, poor circulation around the knees and hips, and even oxidative stress from years of daily movement. When inflammation rises, the joint capsule becomes irritated, fluid builds up, and you feel stiffness, especially first thing in the morning. Painkillers can block the pain signal, but they don't calm the inflammation or help the joint repair itself. That's why the relief is temporary. Fruits, herbs, and natural plant compounds sometimes get underestimated because they sound too simple, but many of them contain anti-inflammatory molecules that directly target the root of joint discomfort, such as reducing oxidative stress, improving blood flow to stiff joints, and calming inflammatory enzymes. And the 3 drinks we'll share today do exactly that, with evidence that supports both mobility and recovery. Before we talk about the 3 drinks, we need to clear up 2 common misunderstandings that often keep people stuck with painkillers. These are quick but important, because once we address them, the rest of the solutions will make a lot more sense. Number 1. Painkillers are the only fast relief. Many people assume painkillers are the only way to get quick relief. But here's the truth. Painkillers work by blocking pain signaling, not by reducing inflammation. That means the joint problem underneath keeps getting worse while the pain temporarily disappears. Over time, the dose needs to increase because the body adapts. And for people over 60, frequent use can irritate the stomach lining, strain the liver, and even increase blood pressure.
What many don't realize is that certain natural compounds, like curcumin, nitrates from beetroot, and catechins from green tea, work on the inflammation itself.
They support circulation, reduce swelling, and improve joint comfort without stressing the kidneys or digestive system. We've seen cases where someone needed painkillers almost daily, and within a week of adding anti-inflammatory drinks, their morning stiffness and evening swelling improved enough that they no longer relied on pills for daily relief. Number 2. Natural drinks are too weak to make a difference. Another common belief is that natural remedies are slow or not strong enough, especially for long-term pain. But research tells a different story. Beetroot can improve blood flow to stiff joints within hours.
Green tea catechins can suppress inflammatory markers within days.
And turmeric ginger compounds can reduce joint swelling and oxidative stress in as little as 1 to 2 weeks when consumed consistently. Natural does not mean weak. It means the benefits come from supporting the body's healing process rather than masking pain. And for adults over 60, that's the key, because the goal isn't temporary numbness, it's long-term comfort, smoother mobility, and healthier joints. When we work with adults over 60 who deal with persistent joint pain, stiffness in the morning, or aches that come back after activity, there are 3 drinks we recommend more than anything else. These are simple, gentle, and surprisingly effective when used consistently. After we walk through these 3, we'll also share 2 bonus options that many people don't expect, but they work incredibly well when paired with a healthy routine. The first drink we rely on most often is the turmeric-ginger combination. For many older adults, this brings the fastest change in daily comfort. Turmeric supplies curcumin, which helps calm down the inflammation that keeps joints swollen and irritated. Ginger adds gingerol, a natural compound that reduces oxidative stress around the knees, hips, and hands. When these 2 ingredients work together, the effect is stronger than using either one alone. There's even a clinical trial showing that curcumin can reduce knee osteoarthritis pain as effectively as ibuprofen within several weeks, but without the digestive side effects that painkillers often cause. A simple way to prepare it is by mixing half a teaspoon of turmeric with half a teaspoon of grated ginger in warm water, adding just a pinch of black pepper to help with absorption. Drinking this once a day, especially in the morning, tends to give the best results. The second drink is beetroot. It's not something most people think of for joint pain, but it should be. Beetroot naturally boosts nitric oxide, which helps widen blood vessels and improve circulation to the joints. Better blood flow means more oxygen delivery, quicker recovery, and less stiffness, especially for people who walk a lot or feel tightness when going upstairs. Studies show that dietary nitrates from beets can reduce inflammatory markers by around 25% in older adults. You can blend half a beetroot with water or use beetroot powder mixed into a drink. Most people feel good benefits with 3 to 4 servings per week, though those who tolerate it well can enjoy it daily. The third drink we recommend is simple and very accessible: green tea. It contains EGCG, a compound that helps protect cartilage cells and calm inflammation on a deeper level. One of the reasons green tea is so helpful for older adults is that it not only reduces pain, but also slows down the enzymes that break down joint tissue over time. Research consistently shows a 30 to 40% reduction in inflammatory markers when people drink green tea regularly for a few weeks. 1 to 2 cups a day is a great target, and if caffeine is a concern, the decaf version still gives you the same anti-inflammatory benefits. Now, if you want 2 more options that work surprisingly well, especially when used alongside the main 3, there are a couple worth adding to your routine. You don't need all 5, but including even one of these extras can speed up comfort and mobility. The first bonus drink is tart cherry juice, and it's especially helpful for people whose pain gets worse at night. Tart cherries contain anthocyanins, powerful anti-inflammatory compounds, and they naturally support melatonin production. That means you get the double benefit of reduced inflammation and better sleep quality, which is important because poor sleep makes pain feel stronger the next day. A clinical study even showed that tart cherry juice can reduce CRP, a major inflammation marker, by up to 25% within a month. For best results, drink a small glass, around 120 to 150 milliliters, about an hour before bedtime, preferably unsweetened. The second bonus drink is bone broth. While it doesn't directly numb pain, it helps support the physical structure of the joint itself. Bone broth contains collagen, glycine, and glutamine, all of which help nourish cartilage and improve the lubrication inside the joints. When older adults drink it consistently for a few weeks, they often notice less stiffness during movement. Research shows that collagen peptides can improve joint comfort by 20 to 30% after 8 to 12 weeks. A cup a day or even several times a week is enough to support long-term joint health, whether homemade or store-bought, as long as it's low in sodium. Before we continue, if you found this helpful and want more natural, science-backed tips to support healthy aging, make sure to subscribe to Healthy Habits. Remember, these drinks aren't magic fixes. They're gentle tools that support your body's natural ability to calm inflammation and recover. You don't need to do all of them. Just start with the one that fits naturally into your routine. Over time, you'll likely notice less stiffness, easier movement, and fewer flare-ups.
Your joints and your future self will thank you. We'll see you in the next video. Stay well, stay strong.